Alright, test, test. Go ahead and turn the chanting just down a tad. Just like that. Alright, just gonna go and... There's my arm. And there we go. Just gonna turn that volume down so I can still look at the chat. Welcome one and all. Just adjust the camera just a little bit. There we go. Welcome once again to the non-stop Nun November, part 5. The days are running out for November, which I'm rather sad. I should have done this more than once a week when I started it. But how is everyone doing? I see we have one person in the chat already. Thank you very much for joining the chat, by the way. Oh, there's my arm again. Alright, but I do have something to show off. It's not that. Although that is still pretty cute. So this is the old. This is the old me. And this is the new me. Look at this. I'm a proper PNG. Hey Luna, how's it going? Yeah, I finally did a little bit of work when it came to the model, so it isn't just like a white background anymore. It is a proper PNG. Yeah, I'm finally a proper PNG tuber. And you know, it looks nice. A bit more of the chest area, you know, a bit more of the backpack. One day I'll actually pay an artist to draw me something instead of just shamelessly stealing someone else's art. But how's it going? How's it going with you, buddy? Oh, sorry, you say it's always going well. Fantastic, fantastic. Alright. So we got the sisters. Actually, I finished this one last stream. So what we'll do... Yeah, you know, I'll actually start gluing the backpack onto this sister. We'll start the stream off like that. We'll glue the little hole. And then we'll start actually properly painting the backpack and assembling the sister. Alright. Of course, cap on the glue because you don't want the glue to harden. Well, it's in the nozzle. This should be relatively easy. So just going to have to hold that for a few seconds. But yeah, nope. It's we're actually almost done the sisters. We got basically only touch-ups, wash, and highlighting to do. So we've done like when it comes to like art, we've done like the line art and we've done like the flat colors. So now we're just on, I guess, the rendering portion of 3 of the sisters. 2 of the sisters still need a color coat, which I'm hoping to finish today. So I can go and just get them all done, bang, 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 bang. I'm also looking into getting a varnish. Because I've been looking online, and apparently if you want to like use your miniatures, having a coat of varnish on them is really going to protect the paint job. Which is going to be pretty nice, because like, you know, you spend like a lot of time on your paint job, and you know, when you're handling the models, paint is going to like rub off or get like nicked. So having like a protective layer is going to be key. And that is already pretty solid on. We'll let it cure for a little while though. But yeah, so this is going to be like the full sister body. I think that looks pretty neat. This is going to be bronze though. Bronze, and going to keep that silver and silver up there. But it's going to be a bit easier to paint now when it's actually on a body, and I can see what I'm actually what I can paint and what I don't have to paint. All right. Got a new cloth. The yellow one was really dingy, But I have to admit, I really do like how the my palette is just like a little square going around the palette as time goes on. Absolutely love it. And again, when it comes to acrylic paint, all you really need is rubbing alcohol. Rubbing alcohol and just a scrub brush, and this comes off really nicely. You don't need something like although like paint thinner would work like super well. You don't need it. Not in my humble opinion. So with this girl, I think we've done the green. Although though it's okay, we can do a touch up on the green because I see that there is a bit of mistakes, and I'm not sure. I don't really like how. Still, it's a little bit. The green is still like a little bit gray to my eyes, although you can't really see it on the camera too much because the camera has a bit of a. I think it has a bit of color correction naturally built in, but I do see a bit of gray. It's a bit more matte, so I'm going to probably put another coat on. Also, clean up this point over here, and then yeah, we'll go from there. But this one is almost done. And again, we have this one that's almost done, and then this one that just has one coat of green on the not even fully coat because I was missing the other shoulder there. And if I remember correctly, oh wait, no, I did fix that model. Okay, perfect. So we'll get our starter brush. Again, Citadel starter brush. Oh, fantastic brush. Fantastic brush. You don't need to go out especially when you first start in the hobby. You don't need to go out and buy like a $15 brush or a $10 brush or anything else like that. You can just use the starter brush, and it will serve you wonderfully. It's more technique than anything. All right. Yeah, I also need to do the green on the tubing as well. So yeah, we'll start with green. We'll shake that up. Someone else to join the chat, thank you very much. The green, of course, is a angel green, which has done a fantastic job. Absolutely wonderful job. I love this. Love that color. I think I'm actually going to go and buy more product from this company. I really do like how they do have a wide variety of color. And so far, other than like the super like shiny brass that was like really watering for my tastes, the color has been doing fantastic. Yeah, I keep on saying how much I like the green. I'm obsessed with this fucking color green. Voice is a bit raspy though. Okay, so that should be well shaken up now. Okay. Alright, just going to clean up a bit of the white and do the tubing. Just like that. Perfect. Perfect. Absolutely wonderful, and it'd be even more wonderful if I actually painted the model on stream. I realized I was like super close. So my apologies to that. I'll just have to adjust my position. Alright, just like that. Alright, perfect. Also, I need to do the brass around the lip of the power armor as well. I just noticed. So that'll be okay. Little touch up right there. And just like that. And then just use the excess. I only got a little bit excess. We will just throw it a bit on the model. Ain't going to really hurt the model too much. Or at all, rather. Right. Bit of gray right there. What was the power armor scheme? It was white. Alright, because they have white underclothes. So we'll get a bit of white in that little socket right there. I see there's a... behind the knee. Bit of a joint. So we'll do white there. We still need brass on the nipples, brass on the top, silver on the sides, and silver right there. Alright, we'll start mixing the paint or shaking it up. Silver, brass, and white. Of course, by silver, I mean lead belcher. I do have actually a bright silver for like a highlight, which is it's called Stormhorse Silver. It's like super, again, this is like a super bright silver, which is rather nice for the highlights. And then the paint I am using, of course, is lead belcher, Balthasar gold, and Corax white. So we'll get that lead belcher out of the way. Might be too much, but better to err on the side of caution. Yeah, that's way too much. Oh no, that's okay. That is alright. I'll also need to catch a bit of silver on that elbow I see right now. Alright. So it's always good to do like multiple once-overs the model. Because even when you do like a once-over, you're like, okay, I see what everything I have to paint. There's always something that you miss. At least I find in my when I do my once-overs, maybe I just have a bit of a lazy eye for those things. Okay, and do these clamps. Alright, perfect. Alright. So, Lunar, what are you doing? What are you playing? I assume you have me as background. Actually, let me raise it just a little bit so the camera doesn't go out of focus when my arm's going. Just like that. That should look a little bit better. Let's do a little test. Yeah, okay, it's not so bad now. Still like a tiny bit blurry, but like I can work with that. Just be here right now. Played War Thunder earlier. Oh my god. The curse of the War Thunder. Oh man, like when I played War Thunder, I just played arcade. Although I did like the controls for realistic air battle. I just normally just played arcade because I was like, you know what? If I'm going to have a bad time, I might as well have a bit of a fun time. Curse of the Snail hurts. Oh yeah. Curse of the Silver Lions when you have to go and pay your repair bill. You're like, oof. just got some excess. Going to go jump ahead to the last sister, the sister superior, with the power spear, and just do a bit of the I don't know what this is. A power box? Something? Some sort of grill. Alright. I had to go RB for the RP. I'm trying to get the higher. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, realistic battle really does. It's, like, more rewarding. Like, it gives more rewards for, like, you know, killing things, but, like, you don't get to kill a lot of things. Alright. Also need to get some white on those sleeves as well now that I'm looking at it. Yep, but the pain is that. Oh yeah, the pain is everywhere. The pain is everywhere. You will never escape the pain when you play that game. Although apparently it is the Steam Autumn Sale at the moment. Which actually, let me double check that. Is it the Steam Autumn Sale? Am I just giving false information? Nope, it is the Autumn Sale. So maybe you can get that sweet, sweet bundle of get that premium time. Just like that. Alright, going to go and do the elbow first. Alright, perfect. And then do the lip. Of course, careful not to catch that white. Oh, sorry, the silver all around the sides. Anything else? Oh, I can do a bit of silver on that skull there. Just very lightly. On the pouch. Hindsight, I probably should have made the pouches. Probably the buttons are silver, like a silver color to make it actually like stand out. Oh, a bit of gray right around the knee there. And I see I'm going to have touch up right along here because you know, a lot of brass that I carelessly put on the cloth. Alright, and the tip of the spear needs a bit more brass. Too much gray there. Alright, perfect. Do need actually a bit of silver on those little wires on the edge of the halberd. So I will do that. Black bone. Do need more bone. A second coat of bone on everything. Which I did not shake up. So I'm just going to shake up. I did shake up the white already, so I'm going to actually just use that while the bone is settling. Just like that. Okay, and then we're going to go a bit on the brush. This. No one's really good. Well, people can still see it, so. This side, however, does need white, because people will see this side. No, I should have kept that. That's okay. Not too terribly a loss. See a little bit of brass there. Lightly clean that up. Damn it. Alright. So far, so good. How is the model quality? Camera quality is looking still pretty decent. Alright. And with all this excess white, do I need anything else white on here? The answer is no. Excess white will go on to the next model. And all of it is just start putting in a bit of a base coat. Onto all the folds of the armor. Although very dynamic pose, the cloth is a bit tricky to paint because I have to go and fight around the legs. Yeah, alright. Out of white paint. I'll save that for later. Right, time for some bone. Oh, more people entered the chat. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. We are painting some Sisters of Battle. Alright. Oh, and I forgot the brass and the nipple spikes too. Damn it. Pull that back. Yeah, okay, I did make that bone. Very careful around the edges. Just like that. Perfect. And then around the edges. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Little skulls next. Perfect. And then the little skull on the centerpiece here. Just like that. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right. Can you even see that? Yeah, you kind of see that. Alright. Of course, with the excess bone, I will find the bone on the elder sister, which she has a bit of a rosary, although that's not really bone-like. There is one of the sisters has something that's also bone. No? Nope, not that. Is that the last of the bone? That is going to be really sad. Actually, I might just do the rosary beads as a bone. Screw it. Alright. Ooh, I do like how the beads wrap around her hand, though. Oh, that's a very nice detail. Whoever made that deserves a raise. A very nice detail, having the rosary beads wrap around the hand while she's holding the spear. Very, very nice. Alright, gonna have to do a bit of touch up on, well... Yeah, I think so too, Luna. Again, because if you look at it, like, beads start here, wraps around the wrist, and there's like, it's really nice. Excuse me. I like how dynamic these poses are. Although I would have preferred the models to be, because I believe this is 28 mil. I would love it if it was a bit more chunky 32 mil to get so you can really see that detail. But like, it's fine at the moment for like 28. Like it was like if they were like this size, because this is like 32 heroic, right? Just compare and contrast. Like if they were just beefed up, then everything will look like a lot better. And you see a lot more of that detail. But yeah, we just have to wait for you know, the Primaris sisters. All right. Back to the bronze once again. The Primaris sisters, the bigger, more faithful. Oh, Primaris Marines. Gotta hand it GW rather. They really did find a way to make Space Marine players buy Space Marines again. Hey, just have to do a bit of concentration. Lovely. Just do a bit of the brass tubing. Just like that. Alright, that looks a lot better. That looks a hell of a lot better. A bit of gray in there, let me just fix that. Bit of indent, a bit of mold line. Pauldrons is looking good. Anything else for brass? Could be a bit cheeky. Do that little pin of the grenade. Which looks pretty decent if I'm being honest. Cover a bit of the back a little bit more. Alright, just trying to get all that gray done. Done and dusted. Now there is a bit of fine tuning on the front of her corset. I'll make that brass as well. Or rather, put a layer of brass on it. I might just go over it again with the shiny brass to make it really pop and stand out. Of course, the next color is going to be black for the belt. Going to go and pull up my fine paintbrush for that one though. And then after that, this sister is basically done and dusted. Yep. Yep, just the black. Alright. Then we will start, actually while that settles, we will start on the shield which she has a very ornate shield because it has a bit of a prayer scroll on the bottom. And it's a much different looking shield. Wait, no, this isn't her shield. This is the Sister Superior shield. My apologies. I'm getting things mixed about. That goes there. You go with her. Okay, yeah, sorry. This is her shield. Which, I mean, it still has a prayer, purity seal on it, so it is a bit more unique. So, while the black settles, I still got this paintbrush out. I'll go and paint over the front. Give it a nice coat of brass. And let it to dry. Alright, oh shit. Try not to put your thumb into the finished paint. Tends to be a bit of a problem. Oh, also, Lunar, how far are you in War Thunder, anyways? Which tier are you at? Except if I remember correctly, you're playing Germany, right? All good. I don't know what that is. Oh, what was I talking about? You mean like a purity seal? It's nearing the Tiger H1. Not sure though. Ooh, nearing the Tiger tank. Hell yeah. Tiger tank is the best tank. Best tank in World War II. Don't let anyone else tell you differently. You know, historians, the shields and whom it belonged to. Oh, yeah. That was more just me talking to myself at that point. All right. I'm gonna try a bit of the black now. Abandoned black. Tiger's transmission, says Alaraz. Look, they fixed the transmission, okay? I'm pretty sure they fixed it. And look, the Tiger's transmission isn't a problem in War Thunder, okay? It's not... War Thunder isn't that super realistic. Alright. Just doing the belt black. Put a bit more black onto it. War Thunder fixed problems with tanks. Yeah, which is a blessing and a curse. Because it's like, this tank shouldn't be as good. It's kind of like the, when I was doing the Finland stream. The BT-42. In real life, that tank was absolute crap. They didn't have the right shells. It was just a goddamn monstrosity. That, like, the Finns kind of hate it. But, like, in Ostfront, it's a really good tank. Because the gun actually works. And everything else actually works in the tank. All right. A bit more black. around the hip. All right. All right, that's looking good, actually. Well, it's looking good. Now time. Yeah, time for the shiny brass. So, get that all mixed up. Which going to have to do a really good shake. Again, super watery. Like, I think you can actually even hear if I actually put up next to my mic. Like, super, super watery. Which I don't particularly like, if I'm being honest with you. All right. That. Put this back into... Yeah, okay, so you can actually hear the solution. Yeah, like it's way too watery. I don't know why they put the mixer so watery for this metallic. Definitely was not needed. So I'm going to pour some out. And I'm actually going to just let it dry. And that's one of the benefits of having a dry palette. Because like if I had a pure wet palette, like this would not work. With a dry palette, I can just lay it out and let it thicken up a bit. While that's thickening up, we can go back and do a second coat of brass on the shield here. Actually, you know what I'll do? Actually, I'll do a coat on the opposite side and get this ready for gluing. Get into the places it's going to be a bit more harder to paint once it's actually on the model. Right. All right. Catch you later, buddy. Okay. Put on a bit of a thicker coat now. Leaving this area, of course, gray, so the glue doesn't have any problems. Because again, the glue needs to melt plastic, because it's more of a plastic weld than a normal glue, rather. All right. Not paying too much attention around the edges of the shield, because that will just, well, actually wipe the excess on the back edge at least. But when it's actually on the sister, it's going to be a lot easier to paint around the edges. So that's not going to be too much of a problem. And this brass, this really watery brass, should, yeah, it's a bit thicker now. So I'll start applying it all along the edges. This nice broad edge of the halberd. So it indicates that this has been used rather a lot. Alright, just like that. Nice broad edge. Just like that. And then also do the edging on the tip of the spear. Of course, or tip of the halberd rather. The spearhead. Whatever you call the pointy edge of the top of the halberd. I'm sure there's a proper name for it. And then highlighting the fleur-de-lis on the shoulder. And then the eagle, or the wings rather, on the other side of the pauldron. Alright, what did I miss? We're finally doing the brass. We're finally doing the shiny brass. And then there's she has a bit of an ankle bracelet, which is rather interesting. So I'll actually just highlight that just a bit. Because, I mean, it's already standing out, so I might as well go all the way with it and make it stand out even more. And then the top of the knees, around this, the edging, because this probably sees a lot of wear and tear. Just like that. And then, of course, the belt, oh, sorry, the corset buckles. Actually, no, I can do the belt buckle as well. Just like that. Alright. What else needs a bit of shine? Oh, bottom of the halberd. Because, of course, this hits the ground a lot, so it's going to have a lot of wear and tear. Or it's going to be at least well polished due to all the other things it does. I'm going to go over the halberd edges one more time, because that should be fairly dry now. So just applying a second coat over it to really make it pop. Alright, just like that. Just like that. Yeah, let's do something a little bit fancy. See if this works. Might not work. No, it's not going to work. Screw it. We'll just wipe the excess around the edge of this. Make it a bit more shiny, because why not? Why not? It'll look nice. Alright. Clean the brush off. Again, once that bright brass thickens up, it's a lot better. A lot better to work with. But I'll say that she is basically almost done and dusted for the body. Going back to that shield, wherever I put it, not right here. I'll do a bit of lead belcher on the bolter. Again, it's not really going to be seen a lot. So as long as it has a, honestly, like a coat of metal on it, it's not going to be too bad. It's not going to look too bad. And I just get a bit at the top. And around the other side as well. Of course, if the bolters were like, when it comes to like the elder sisters that have like the, they actually have like the bolter as the main weapon, I'm going to do like a bit more of a care to it, because I'm actually going to put like weathering and like black around the barrel and stuff like that. I do have a plan for them. But for these bolt pistols, again, you can barely see them like in this model. You can barely see it, as long as you just put a slap of paint on them and don't leave them just gray. it'll work. It'll work fine. It'll work fine for our purposes. All right. Speaking of purposes, it's now time for my favorite part. My absolute favorite part of these models. That's gluing the damn shields onto the arms. All right. Let's at least pre-test the model first. See how it looks. So, you want to go in. See, there's a little slot, but the slot is angled like this. Is that how you really want to fit in? Nah. I'm going to make this shield a bit straighter. So I'm going to glue it just like that. You probably can't even see that, but... I feel like the shields are too canted towards the body. Which is a shame. You spent all this nice time modeling the torso. And now you're practically hiding most of it behind a shield. Well, maybe the glue is a bit stuck. One moment. Might have to take the lighter out. Alright. Come on, glue. Oh, okay, no. Got it. Fix the problem. Oh, I fixed it a little bit too well. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about that too. And I was like, wait a second, maybe I'm just going to have to take the lighter out and do a bit of a fix. But managed to get it. I also managed to get some of my fingers, which isn't too much of a problem. It is just model glue. It's not crazy glue. And now for the fun part of just holding the shield still and hoping and praying it doesn't fall off. So I'm going to be like this for a couple of minutes, a minute or two. Again, I don't know why they have the glue points so small and so finicky. I mean, it could work, granted, but it's just a massive pain in the rear. All right. Real exciting action, real exciting painting. Although, to be fair, the first two live streams I did for non-stop Nun November were just me cutting the sisters out of the sprues. So next time I do like a big stream like that, or start like the new sisters, I think I'm just gonna go like on a Friday and just go full ham and just like do. You're watching paint drying. This is. You know, people are like, yeah, that's about as exciting as watching paint dry. And apparently they didn't realize how exciting drying paint actually is. And I see the glue. I know the glue is still wet. So like I know I'm not even going to like test the shield at this point. So yeah, fun times at the Lee stream right now. Although speaking of the stream, we got a whole host of new subscribers. We jumped up 5 subscribers since the last video, so I'm mighty pleased with that. And even one of the content creators, Sir Jellybean, I used to watch him on my other channel, and he actually saw one of my videos, commented, and subscribed to my channel. So I'm super happy about that. And then probably one of the most craziest subs. Although I do appreciate each and every one of my subs. I really actually do. But like, I got someone subbed to my channel. It's called Smotown. and he's a big YouTuber. Like, he has over 250,000 subscribers, and he does mainly Dark Souls lore videos. And I was like, because like sometimes because like when you look on the feed, you can see like when people sub to you how much subscribers they have, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, you know, I'm glad he finds me entertaining. So I am happy for that. But like I was just kind of like blown away. I was like, oh my god, this huge guy just like subbed to me. Okay, that's still wet. Well, I mean, oh yeah, no, it is a win. Again, every subscriber is a win. It doesn't matter how big or small they are. Every subscriber I have is a win for me. And I really do appreciate each and every one of my subscribers, which is why I do love shouting their name out at the start of the Queen of East videos, which I also do so on this stream, now that I remember. But this shield isn't curing. It's not dry yet. And I know, because like it's super it's still super moist. I think I put a little bit too much glue. Nope, still super moist. Alright, you stay like that for a little bit. Oh my god, yeah. I put way too much glue. So I'm going to have to wait for the glue to actually dry and harden. Basically, when I fixed the blockage, it came out in like a bit of a big dab. So I was like, oh, that shouldn't be too bad. Little did I know that would actually be a problem. Okay, it's still almost there. It's almost there. Hi. Almost there. Although, speaking about wins, I was super, well, not really a win, but like, I made that shit post yesterday, about the Russian soldier and the Ukrainian soldier kissing, because they both realize that the other one likes the video game that's made from the other one's country. And I thought it was just a really funny kind of like tame joke. Like, I didn't really think too much about it. And then like the next day, I found that like he locked down the comment section, and he just had so many death threats over this stupid. Well, it's not a stupid joke, but it's a very tame joke at the end of the day. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to like put them on blast. So I put them on blast, and just, you know, highlight like, hey, here's all the people that like are literally wishing death over this silly little drawing, and like that post has been blowing up. Like, I thought it was going to be at like maybe 10 likes. Again, it was just a really silly kind of S post, but like it's at like 800 likes now. It's like reaching critical mass. There's a war going on in the comment section, and it's just like, you know, it doesn't matter which side of the war you're on, but like, don't send death threats to artists. Like, there's artists that I don't like. All right, shield is stable now, but there is artists that I don't like, right? Like Mulsan. Like, Mulsan does really great historical art, but the problem is when you go onto his fan box is where, you know, where he gets actually paid. He does extreme sexual degeneracy to underage drawings. Now, although it's not illegal, I can say that, you know, I don't like it. I don't, you know, like, it's something that I'm definitely not into. So I just mute the guy, right? And there's other artists too that I'm not going to name that I just mute or block because I just don't want to see their art in my feed for one reason or another. But what I don't do is send them death threats, okay? Because that does nothing. Like, I understand, like, especially when it comes to like the NAFO types, because like there was a lot of NAFO in the comment section, even in my comment section, wishing me death or like calling me a pedo or whatnot, just because I have an anime profile picture. And it's like, you know, sending death threats isn't going to stop the Russians advancing. It's not going to bring back the Ukrainian dead. It's not going to send arms to Zelensky. All it does is make you and by proxy, your side, if you're rapping like NAFO, look like a bunch of jackasses because you're literally going after an artist. And there was one Ukrainian woman who, you know, she has like 20,000, you know, followers, who does a lot of like, I guess, like war blogging and stuff like that, which that's fine. But she made the post and she was like, hey, remember that time that Ukrainian 14-year-old got like shat on because she just wanted the end to the war? And she just was trying to make a comparison. And I was like, hey, you know, maybe sending death threats to both these artists, the 14 Ukrainian girl and whoever made the art of the one that I posted, maybe that's not the way to go. I think we can come to the agreement of sending death threats to people over the internet for the art that they make is just not the way to go, right? I don't think that's such a hot topic to really like hit on. It's like, hey, don't send death threats. but apparently that's like that's the line. Apparently, it's like, you know, if you just say, hey, maybe don't send death threats to people, to artists that you don't like, you're not going to win the Ukrainian war, okay? And that has always kind of been like the problem of like NAFO in general, is like they do love to shoot themselves in the foot, because NAFO is basically a PR campaign. At the end of the day, I'm going to say it is PR, it is propaganda. Well, some of it is propaganda, but some of it is just Ukrainian support, right? And if you look like a bunch of like jackasses, you're actively hurting your own cause. So, free tip to NAFO. I know it's already too late. It's like 2.5 years into the war. So I saw it on Twitter. It was over 1,000 days of the war, which is horrible. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's absolutely tragic. But yeah, like you're just shooting yourself in your foot. All right. Actually, I'm going to let that shield cure, because although it's on, I don't want to manipulate it too much. So I'll actually go back onto this sister. Yeah, no, a little Ukrainian war rant. But I just had to get that out of my system because it's just so stupid. All right. Going back to the green, though. Gonna wet the brush just a little bit. And go back to her cloak. Oh, someone else joined the chat. Thank you very much for joining. But again, a lot of people online will be dumb or rude like that, regardless of what is said, or better ways to handle a situation like that. Especially since they're Anon. Yeah, I mean, like, Anon really is a double-edged sword. But, again, it just exposes them for the dumbasses that they are. All right. I'm going to do a bit of the hip now. And maybe I'm actually going to pull the model a little bit forward so you can actually see what I'm doing. always a problem. I think for my next investment for the stream, I'm going to go and buy a secondary light, because I have the camera up on a bit of a boom arm right now. So if I put like another light somewhere like up above, it's going to be a lot better for me and for you. So I'm not habitually trying to pull the model towards me so I can see better. All right. before I do the second coat and everything, I also want to come back here and make sure there's at least one coat on this sleeve. Just like that. Alright. Wrap around the arm. We're going to have to do the front of the sleeve as well. And then, yeah, inside the little crook. Alright. There we go. So though this sleeve, the back of the sleeve you're going to see, but like the front sleeve not so much. But if you leave it gray, it's still going to be a slightly noticeable. So even if I just put one coat of green back there, it's going to make everything kind of look a lot nicer. Even from far away, which is the other thing. Oh, she does have a little rosary. She has 2 rosaries. Okay, yeah, she has one right there. And then she has the little icon right there. I think I might make this icon gold. Because she is a Sister Superior after all. So she would have the more ornate rosaries and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll make that gold. Make it really stand out. A bit of white right here and right here. Because it's the talbard kind of folded in on itself. Okay. Bit more of the power armor. Going to have to go green around the boobs as well. Around the boob plate. And she does have a very ornate, a bit more of an ornate corset, as I can see. She has a lot of studs on the front, which would be perfect if this is 32 mil. But it's not. Alright. Brass. I think brass is going to be the next one. Although I'm not done with the green. I'm still going to need a few more coats on the model. I'm going to move on to the brass for the moment. Alright. Bit more of the brass. And of course the end of the shaft as well. And just doing the pauldron. Although I was talking to one of my friends, and I might actually pick up proper painting because of this. Because I think like the next step to learn is like, you know, color theory and how to actually properly canvas paint. Because so far, from what I can see, there's a lot of transferable skills between the two. Proper painting? Yeah, like get like a canvas pad. And like easel and not sure if I want to go oil paint. I might actually just stick to acrylic paint, because the paint I'm using right now for the modeling is acrylic paint. I know there's like oil painting, acrylic paint, and there's one more paint that I can't remember off the top of my head. And they all have their pluses and minuses, but I think I might just pick up acrylic. Because eventually I do want to get into, it's called non-metallic metal painting. So the brass I'm using right now, for example, is a metallic paint. Because it has a bit glitter in the paint itself. And non-metallic metal, sorry, is using like grays, blues, and whites to mimic the metal sheen of things. So like if you look at like a painting that has like a shiny piece of metal, that's basically what I'm talking about. All right. I need a bit more of the brass. Undersold it this time. That should be good enough. And just do the shaft of the halberd. Oh, sorry, this is a proper spear. A power spear. Just like that. Alright, just like that. Perfect. Oh, no. Now it's perfect. Alright. Alright, onwards and upwards. Nipple plating will have to wait until the green underneath is done, because I just know I'm going to be painting over that. Just know that that's going to happen. So I use the rest just to wipe off the excess around the back plating. Also learning color theory. That's actually one thing I do need to do. So when I'm at work today, I think I'll or actually before work, I'll download some YouTube videos about color theory and just listen to them when I'm doing my work. That's the key. That's how you avoid things like when I was painting my first Stormcast. I did like a silver, purple, and black, and it just doesn't gel together. It's like a lot of dark colors, and like it doesn't look good. Nothing is really highlighted too much. I'm just like, ah, damn it. I'll be honest, I should have used a much brighter pink, or rather brighter purple, like a more of like a bright, rich purple. Because I went for a Negarafi purple, and it's just too much. It's too dark. All right. So one layer of brass is done. I'll go back to the green and get the boobies. Oh, also speaking of boobies, I have a plan. I do actually. Did I upload it? I don't think I uploaded it. Damn. Okay, let me just upload it 1 second. But I do have a plan, Lunar. That if I really need the Yep, there it is. Nope, there it is. If I really actually need all the viewers to come into the channel, I'm just going to change my avatar to this. Just no, let me just get this thing. Yeah. Oh wait, no. S post goes below. Yep, there it is. All right. This is the new and improved Lee. This is this is the PNG slash VTubers when the view count is getting low and the subscribers not paying their fair share. They're like, okay, I'm going to unleash the boobage, okay? But the first thing you do, okay, you don't want to give all the goods out at once. So the first thing you do, as you can see, is you get the big boobs, but you keep them covered, okay? And then the second step is then you start showing the cleavage. And then after that, it's bikini. And then after that, then you get the jiggle physics. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm sorry, nothing's going to get you more views. Oh, God, it's such a shit post. I love it. I made that yesterday, and I was just chuckling to myself, just like a damn fool. I was like, ah. Oh, God. I'm such a fucking idiot sometimes. I love it. I love it. All right. Yeah, what a plan. Yeah, no, that's definitely the plan. That's how I'm going to get up to 1,000 subscribers. It's just unleash the boobs. Like, I see people online. I see them online. And they're like, we want mommy milkers. We want the big boobs. And I was like, you know what? Who am I? Who am I to stand in the way of what the people want? Oh my God. Those who are you in the chat that are just joining or seeing the boobs, I don't know what to say. I hope you like it. I hope you like those. Those were from a, funny enough, the other British character that wears a red coat. Florence Nightingale from Fate. And to be quite honest, when trying to find that picture on Dan Burrow, I saw a lot of fucking boobs. There was like no adult I don't think there was an adult filter for like Dan Burrow. So like when I find pictures for like Girls Frontline and like Girls on Panzer, it's like I have to dig through a lot of fucking porn. I'm just like, oh my God. It's like, I hope you guys appreciate the sacrifice of me digging through all this porn to find a cute picture of the floof. I'm really jumping on the grenade for you guys. Also, I have plans that I cannot share with you right now because the haters will sabotage me. Yeah. I saw that post. It was that one French guy on Twitter. It said something very similar. And I still don't know what the hell his plan is. Yeah, that really is the internet for you. Alright, doing a bit more green. So this. Well, the front tabard as well. It's looking very nice. Oh, it is an actual meme. Okay, I didn't know if he was being serious or not. I was like... God damn. Here I am waiting for a plan, and it's just a meme. It's like, ah... My day is ruined. Alright. Oh, shit. Hey, I'm like doing like just touch-ups on the green. I was like, oh yeah, I was supposed to paint the boobs. I got sidetracked by my own boob joke. Many such cases. Many such cases. The mommy milkers were too thick. Breast too big. My mind blanked. This bolt pistol, the shadow of the bolt pistol is making it a bit hard. I really do need like a second light. Neurons activate, yes. The wrong neurons activated, and I was focusing on the wrong pair of boobs. Supposed to focus on the pair of boobs I'm painting. I do one coat on the little tubes just to waste some of this green, because I got excess of it. We'll probably have to do a second coat of the boobs and the hose. Right, clean the brush. Perfect. Alright, and then do a small test on the shield. It's still curing. I'm going to let it wait though. I'm going to let it wait just a bit more. It's like solid, but like I felt like there's like a tiny bit of wiggle, and I don't want to like keep on brushing and then like just slightly like angle the shield a little bit. So I'm just going to keep it off to the side. It's going to cure just for a little bit longer, and then we go back to her. Paint is dry. I could probably a second coat of brass. I'll do a second coat of brass all around. Oh, changing topics just a little bit. Next month, a movie's coming out that I'm kind of excited to watch, and it's the War of the War of the Rohirrim, which is a Lord of the Rings kind of anime. That's or anime style. It's coming out in theaters. In Canada, it's December 13th. So I'm actually really excited for that, because it looks nice. It does look nice. And I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings in theaters. That was a bit it wasn't before my time. I just wasn't really that interested in Lord of the Rings when it came out. Although much later on, absolutely love Lord of the Rings, and I've seen the extended cut multiple times on all three movies, and they're fantastic. Though the ones I did see in theaters were the Hobbit movies. I've seen all the Hobbit movies in theaters, and it's kind of funny. Like each time I saw the Hobbit movie, it wasn't like we were actively like looking forward to it. We just kind of always fell into it. Me and my friend. I remember the first time like we were in Montreal, and they're like, "Oh, what are we going to do?" And they're like, "Oh, the Hobbit movie's out," because we had a third friend we were visiting, who really liked Lord of the Rings. I was like, oh, "Okay, let's see the Hobbit movie," and it was okay. It was like very much a swashbuckling movie. So like I did enjoy it, and then like the second movie came out, and I can't remember what the hell we were doing. We were back in Edmonton, and it's like, oh, the movie's out again. And it's like, oh, okay, well, we saw the first one, so let's see the second one. And then, like, the third one came out, and we were just bored one day, and we're like, hey, do you want to watch a movie? Just like, it's like, oh, okay, The Hobbit. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess we saw the last two, and might as well see how it ends. So yeah, it's like each time I kind of just fell into watching The Hobbit, which, but I'll be honest with you, I know like a lot of people don't like The Hobbit, but it's okay. It's an okay movie. Might actually rewatch The Hobbit. Yeah, I know. It was just a very lackadaisical. Like, oh, okay, well, we got nothing to do, and The Hobbit's on, so like, oh, let's watch it. Because like, it's basically like you're guaranteed to have like a decent time. It's Peter Jackson, right? Like, he's going to make a good movie. Although I'll admit, even I was kind of weirded when it's like the after like the second movie, because I knew there was going to make a trilogy, so I'm like, okay, how are they going to make a trilogy? And like the second movie ends, and I think there's only like 30 pages left in the book. I'm just like, I know what happened. It's like the Battle of Five Armies, and then Smaug dies. I'm like, how the hell are you going to stretch that out for like a 2-hour movie? And by God, they fucking did somehow. They absolutely did. So I was like, oh, okay. Hats off to you, sir. All right. Let's do a bit of the brown. Get the leather done and dusted. For me, both Hobbit and Lord of the Rings I've seen, but sadly cannot appreciate the piece of media because it's oddly slow-paced or boring to me. Hot take. Okay, yeah, like that's the thing. It's like I can't read Lord of the Rings because it's very slow-paced. I can enjoy the movies, but yeah, the Lord of the Rings is a bit slow-paced. It does pick up at times, and there is really good moments. But like, yeah, it definitely is like a slow burn, right? Like it's like, okay, I'm in it. It's like I'm in it for the marathon. It's not the race, it's the marathon. I'm going for it. But yeah, no, I can get people who say that like it is slow paced, because like yeah, it is. and this is the picked up pace too from like the book, because the book is even worse. Like the book, like yeah, there's like a lot of shit that they just is cut out in the books, from the book, when they made the movie just for runtime. Yeah, oh yeah, like if you read like the first Lord of the Rings, again, like a lot of people say it reads like the Bible. I'm like, yeah, it's a good piece of literature. Like, don't get me wrong, it is a cornerstone of fantasy, but at the same time, fuck me, is it fucking thick. And not thick as in like a lot of pages, although there is a lot of pages. It's just like, it's a lot to fucking chew on. It's certainly no Conan, that's what I'm going to say. And although there is a zipper in the middle of the corset, I'm just going to paint the zipper brown for the moment. But I'll go back and probably do like a silver. And then get the underside of the corset as well. Alright, get the back of the corset. It's kind of funny that you never see the corset. I'm pretty sure this is like the corset is like just a separate piece. But it's kind of funny you never see the corset like torn off. I mean, I'm reasonably sure that there's power armor underneath it. All right. Just like that. And you're definitely not going to see a lot of that glove. Because I know with the shield, like, again, like, this is how I would love for the arm to actually be put on for most of the models, where it's like, the arm and the bolter is one piece, and you just slot it into the slot of the bolter. Because like this, like gluing the shield on this girl is going to be super easy. Although on the topic of literature, Harry Potter books were something else. I've read most of them. I haven't read Deathly Hallows. I think that might be the only one I haven't read. Funny enough. But like I remember like when Harry Potter was coming out, because like I was still in school when they were coming out, and like I actually liked it when it, because like it was written for like a younger audience, and I actually thought it was like really cool. Of course, I was like really big into fantasy at the time as well, so I was reading like Harry Potter and then like Redwall. That book series, which is fantastic, and then also Dragonlance. I was huge into Dragonlance as well. Super big into Dragonlance. So much so, there was one book in particular that really kind of kickstarted, because like in like it was grade 5 when I started like really like started to read like a lot. And I remember in grade 4, like I didn't really have like I could never truly get into fantasy. Yeah, fair enough. What books do you like to read? If you do like to read, because I know some people just don't like to read fiction. But like, yeah, like I remember like it was grade 5, and like one of my friends got me a book. It was called The Doom Brigade, and it was really cool. It had like a draconian, so it was like a lizard man, and he had an axe, and he was facing off against like this magma worm. Like it was like dragon, but it was like all like cool. It's like made out of lava. I was like, man, this looks cool. And that's how actually I fell into like loving fantasy and loving Dragonlance, because of that book. And I'm really happy I actually picked up reading. Because again, like before that, like the only thing I really wanted to read was like Garfield, or like little comics. That was like my interest in reading, because I was like, well, I'll like when you're like at that age, you kind of want to read something exciting, and like school, like the stuff you read at school isn't exciting at all. It is crap. It is boring as hell. Because again, it has to be the lowest common denominator, which I get. But at the same time, like if I want something to really sink my teeth into and get people like interested into actual reading, you're gonna need to spice it up just a tiny bit. Go ahead and finish off the green of the armor. To be honest, I don't read actively. Read books for school, but only one horror series of books I gave interest in. Comics as well. I did read one of the Magic the Gathering books. Tried to get into 1948 and Fahrenheit. Oh my, yeah. 1984 and Fahrenheit 9/11. Wait, no, not Fahrenheit 9/11. That's a documentary. What was it, like Fahrenheit 451 or whatever the hell it is? Fahrenheit 9/11. That's a Michael Moore documentary. For some reason, my brain just auto-corrected. Yeah, 451. Yeah, okay, so I wasn't correct. Like George Orwell. It's pretty good. Brave New World. I remember reading in high school, which that was okay. Funny enough, excuse me. It's kind of funny how like dystopia end up being more Brave New World, where they just kind of control you via pleasure. So yeah, I mean those are decent books, but like, they're okay. Although, what horror series? Because I remember like I used to read the R.L. Stein, the Fear Street sagas, which were like a bit more like bloody. Like it wasn't the normal kind of kid friendly R.L. Stein, the Goosebumps books. They were like the step up, but like people actually died horribly. Forgot the whole series, but it was something to do with graveyards and then Goosebumps books. Man, I remember when the Goosebumps TV show came out. Oh my god. Okay, I'm really aging myself here now, but I remember when it first aired. It was on Halloween, and I remember seeing the first episode of the Goosebumps series when it came on TV show on TV. Because I used to really watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? Oh my god, that was such a good... Oh my god, you seen that? Oh yeah. Absolutely fucking based. And then I remember when my family went down to do Universal Studios, we went on some of the rides there as well. I think it was Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because it was the Goosebumps series. Those... Well, I mean, still basic. I mean, the Goosebumps series were actually pretty fun. Like the dummy one, the one where like the comic book villain became real. Oh god, I think there was one with a mummy. Yeah, it's all like coming back to me now. Yeah, the Goosebumps books were like pretty okay. Oh, the one with the ants. Where the guy like feeds the fucking ants a worm and they like grow massive. Oh, the intros too. Yeah, the intros. There was a whole series. It was like Goosebumps. There's Are You Afraid of the Dark? And there was this one with two cockroaches. As like they're like the presenters, and I can't remember what the hell that one was called. But yeah, oh god, yeah. Then like late night television as well. Oh, god damn it, that takes me back. Kids these days, you don't know what you're missing. Oh god. I'll go back to the white. Well, of course, the trade-off is, you guys are get to watch a lot more anime. So checking out the Are You Afraid of the Dark? I feel like I might have seen it. It was super popular, especially in Canada. It was super popular in Canada. If I remember, actually, I think it was made in Canada, if I remember correctly. Because that was on, in Canada, YTV. Start doing a bit of the white now. Throwing in a second coat. Yeah, no, there was like two like super popular shows in Canada when I was growing up. It was the Reboot. Was super huge. And Are You Afraid of the Dark? And everyone hated Angela Anaconda. I distinctly remember, I have not met a person who actually liked Angela Anaconda. Hey, if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. All right. And I have to do the front folds now. So I just concentrated. That's why I was being quiet. I didn't want to get the white on too much of the green. And as soon as I said that, I fucking got white on the green. Ah! All right, bit of cleanup is required. Which isn't too bad. Isn't too bad at all. Although the shows, even if I'm relatively that, I do feel like I'm old now. Yeah, I know. It's like, don't worry. Yeah, happy little accidents. Yes, happy little accidents. Don't worry, Lunar. That feeling, not only does it never go away, it will just increase over time. Get used to that feeling. Especially when you're like when I mention sometimes when I'm from, or like I was in the Afghan war. I was just talking to one of my buddies that I work with, and like it just came up in conversation. I was like, oh yeah, I was in Afghanistan. And he's like, oh god, that war was so long ago, and I just felt myself fucking aging like 20 years. I'm just like, oh. Just like, it wasn't that long ago. I swear to God. It technically only ended 2 years ago. Like, fuck. Oh my God. I'm gonna do gold. I'm gonna start doing gold. And then do a bit of bronze on the nipples. Really is that Simpsons thing. It was like, I used to know what cool was, and then they changed what cool was, and then cool became scary. It will happen to you. And basically, that's how I feel. Except the internet, like, fucking really puts that shit on fast forward. Oh, skippity fucking toilet. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, it's like meme culture just fucking could just take off so quickly, and you're just like, what the fuck? You look away for a second, and you're already like fucking 5 memes deep. You're like, oh god damn it. Context, people. I need context. I still remember when Dip used to be Swag and Riz was game. Yeah, Swag, fucking Dip, yeah. And it's like even weird shit too, like it was like Baby Gronk and the Rizzler are feuding. I'm like, who the fuck are these children? Like, fuck all these people. And the only thing that Baby Gronk it looks like he's feuding with is onset of his fucking diabetes, that fat fuck. Like, god damn it, man. You're a kid, you shouldn't be that chubby. Oh, fuck. I just noticed there's like a grenade underneath her, like, elbow. I'm not going to paint it. It's a fat kid. Yeah, I think Baby Gronk's the fat one. They both kind of look retarded, but... Oh, maybe it's the Rizzler. Maybe the Rizzler is the one that's the fat one. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't care. And you know what? I'm not going to look that up to correct myself. All right. Bit of bone there. Once again, doing the second pass on the beads. Because there's still a lot of gray there. All right. I just have to do the beads up here as well. Definitely going to need a second pass at it. Definitely going to need a second pass. I'll probably get the second pass with the thinner, the more detailed brush as well. Just to clear up some spots. And then I was going to say I was going to use gold. So I'm just going to do that real quick. Because again, this is the Sister Superior, so she should get a gold icon. I mean, she should get something fancy. She's the Sister Superior after all. Like that, and then just touching up the other side. All right, looking good so far, I have to admit. Looking pretty great. Lunar, once again, thank you very much for showing up to the stream. And before I forget for a second time, I would also like to thank each and one of my subscribers. I know I'm like 107 minutes into the stream, but you know what? God damn it, they deserve a thank you. Those subscribers are Brinson Colbin, DS, Cold Hitter, Galaxy Nano, Guardsman Miku, Quinn Gillis, Volley, Dylan Whipley, W. Kill Me, Juan Pablo, Liz ZQ, Pazdik, Josh Russell, Panzer LH, Lunawit KA07, that's you, Lunar. Profile, Chris Hess, Vidal 1999, Celtic Drago, David Sibilian, M50 Ontos, Drex, Thomas Novik, Mick, Solid 30, Pro 711, Hurens, Rodriguez Alfonso, Balls Horangi, Kazacaster, Stu Daddy, Connor Vernon Duprez, Colbin Winningham, Zephart, Angel of Helsey, Timothy, Fairme's Rangers, Slutchin 31820, Mithrani, Grandari, 5872, Codex, Zeltz Bubbles, Otto von Bismarck, Johan Castro, Del Nobic, Lee, WH for the Emperor, flip the page, ATC, Kurt Nispel 2, Iroka Samagotha, Bako Dozo, Jamie Gonclaves, Non-Authority, Smoketown, C1 Tank, SSSB, Sir Jellybean, David St. Laurent, Berderger, 69, and the 99 unknown soldiers who have subscribed to the channel. Thank you all very much, and my apologies for not saying this at the start of the video. But yes, you have your thank you, as you all richly deserve. You know what, I might actually just end the video on that note. End the stream on that note, because I only got like a lot of detailing to do right now. So, Lunar, thank you very much for joining me in chat and chatting with me. As always, it is fun to have you in chat. To the other watchers who are lurking, thank you very much for showing up. I hope I entertained you. And yeah, you guys all take care. I will have a video, Queen of the East, again on Friday, barring any medical problems, which I hope to God I don't have. Yeah, video on Friday, stream on Saturday. I'm going to follow the schedule that I've been posting everywhere. So thank you all very much. And remember, Pans of War.